Hi, Ashwin. Good evening.
Hi.
Thank you for being with us again. I was told by your team you had an exciting New York session yesterday. What's the scoop?
Tessie, on 21st October, the S&P 500 climbed to a record high once again. This index has been now going up for 7 days on the back of stronger than expected earnings. It has been 19 months since Doomsayers predicted that the stock market would crash. They have been completely wrong. After 2 weeks of correction, the S&P is back on its feet again.
So you mean after the pandemic, people expected things to get worse?
Yes, the people expected the markets to crash, but it did not crash. I'll explain to you later why this happened.
Okay, so now it seems like it's doing so great. Well, on 30th of September, you advised to buy stocks when the correction started. Obviously, you were spot on.
On 30th September, in our video, we predicted that the S&P would rise to 5,000 next year and the NASDAQ to 16,000.
Amazing.
Well, on 21st October, the S&P closed at 4,546.
So we're nearly there.
Yeah, and the NASDAQ closed at 15,215.
Amazing. So lots of opportunities there. So how can investors at every level profit?
Fantastic question, Tessie. We have come across an instrument which we now call the AirAsia of the investing world, where everybody can profit. To buy a quality stock is not cheap. It can come up to thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars per position, yes.
Wow.
Now, the contract for difference, what we call CFD, enables you to just put a down payment of 10% upfront to buy the stock, the top quality stocks, instead of 100%. For example, Apple costs $148 a share. The CFD only costs $14.80 US per share. Now,
so
this
qualifies.
so this changes the entire dynamic, because anybody with 50 to 100,000 US dollars of capital can participate. And we are talking about making for them at least 15 to 20% per trade.
That's been your track record so far.
Our track record for our clients, of our private clients, has been 30%. For our retail clients, 15 to 20% per trade.
Okay, wow. So you should share with us, how does one become a client then? So what makes you different from the market?
Right now, machine-only algos that flood the market are machines only. They predict the market based on past data. And this is where the problem happened. Last year, when the market tanked 35%, machine-only algos started shorting the market based on past data. What they did not realize that would happen is that the Fed would come in and pump in $120 billion a month to keep the stock market afloat. And when that happened, all the machine-only algos lost billions of dollars. Our algo is not machine-only. It's 75% machine, 25% human genius. So we put in the human element and skew the algo to look at things from a human point of view instead of from a machine point of view only. This is what makes us different.
So you mean you could have foreseen the Fed action of pumping in money?
We didn't foresee the Fed action of pumping in money. What we saw is we interpreted what will happen with the Fed action of pumping in money. The machine-only algo could not interpret the follow-through of what's going to happen next once the Fed puts in money. Our human brain told the algo, now the Fed has put in money, the dynamic has changed.
I see.
That is the difference between a machine-only algo and our brain plus machine. Because our brain told the algo, now the Fed has put in $120 billion a month. Now look at things this way, not that way.
So you skewed the biases and you picked up the relevant trends and the flows and fed it into the algo.
That's correct.
So that's where you're different.
That's correct. And this is what I've been saying in every video, that we have something totally different from what the market has.
Okay, what else makes you different?
Besides our algo, we also have access to dark pool and options data. Let me tell you why that is important. Some investors may not understand this. When you invest in the US stock market, options drive the stock market, not the other way around.
Really?
When the bank wants to move the market, when the traders want to move the market or stock market, they start operating in the options market. Now, if you do not know this, I'm sorry to say this, if you do not have this information, you can never make money in the US stock market.
So you are 25% human genius, you have CFDs, and you have dark pool data.
Yes, as well as options intelligence.
Options intelligence.
Yes.
So what advice would you give retail investors at this point?
I would like to tell retail investors, all is not lost yet if you haven't invested. The market will go up some more next year. The theme will be buying quality names. Buy quality companies, very important, because now we're going to look at higher interest rates next year. So if you want to make money next year or the next 8 months, buy quality companies that can afford higher funding costs, that have no debt, and that have strong balance sheet, and more importantly, excellent and good services and products. Okay, so investors who have not invested yet, stick to quality names. And before you invest, ask yourself one question: how much paper risk can you afford? Why do we say paper risk? Because markets do not move in one direction. Even if you buy a top quality stock, it will not go up in one direction. It will go up in waves. You have to sometimes go to bed suffering a paper loss of 10% before the actual value picks up. Now, let me give an example. There's no danger for that. For example, Microsoft. In the last 4 years of what we call bullshit, volatility, Microsoft has gone up 275%. It's better than a lottery ticket. So before you talk about investing, ask yourself the question: how much paper risk can you afford? And secondly, how long can you wait? The ideal waiting time is 1 year. If you want to wait only for 3 to 6 months, of course, you can do lesser things. And the most important question: what kind of financial intelligence do you have?
So what I'm hearing is we really need hand-holding to make the right choices, to make the right kind of money.
That is correct. And let me add this, okay? When I talk about financial intelligence, we're not talking about yesterday's research. The research that you receive from your remisier, I'm sorry to say, to us is obsolete. We are talking about what's going to happen tomorrow. We're not talking about what happened last week. This is where we are different. All the time, our algo is data mining to tell you what's going to happen next week, not what already happened last week.
But I think my remisiers, from my experience, my remisiers are always urging me to take small profit, like scalping. If they see me get 2 ringgit or 5 ringgit, they say, take it out. And I noticed that they don't encourage me to buy international businesses or equities.
Exactly.
So I think the potential is really too tight, too small, not interesting.
Because Tessie, what they are trying to tell you to do is do scalping. Let me explain to everyone who's watching this video. There's a big difference between scalping and trading. Trading means you are taking a position to keep for 6 months, 9 months, 1 year. Scalping means you bought this morning and you take profit by 6 p.m. That's scalping.
Yeah.
And please understand the difference between scalping and trading. Trading is not scalping, and scalping is not trading.
But what does scalping actually cost? I think the risks are tremendous.
Let me tell you what scalping costs. The scalping makes your remisier a very happy man, because every day he's churning your account to make himself brokerage. And what scalping is doing to you, every day you are taking so much risk for so little
little profit.
And
every time you buy and sell, you pay your broker, you pay your remisier brokerage.
So by scalping, you are giving your remisier a steady income while you are taking so much risk to make peanuts. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So I'm so glad that I found you and I'm able to share your expertise with my friends. So what I'd really love to do is to get a group of ladies who want to be financially independent and who want to make money on the side while we sleep. So you can help us to trade. Would you be able to like hold our hand and, help us to make the right decisions?
Absolutely, Tessie. Let me just tell you in this video that financial independence coming from me, with 28 years experience in this market, financial independence is not a pipe dream. Financial independence is not a fable. Financial independence is real. Let me say this now on this video. Every single one of us out there, normal human beings, can become a Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is not someone special. Warren Buffett
Tell
is
us,
Warren
how
Buffett.
do we make money from you then?
Let me tell you, Tessie, Warren Buffett is Warren Buffett simply because he made his money over time. He's got a nice pile of cash to play with. And secondly, Warren Buffett can wait up to 2 years.
But we aren't Warren Buffett. So
Sure,
what is
let
the
me explain,
minimum amount that we can get into your program?
Let me finish. The reason we think that Warren Buffett is special is because he's got a lot of money. He can wait a lot of time. Every one of you out there, you can become Warren Buffett. If you set aside a specific amount of money, say up to 100,000 US, for example.
But Warren Buffett is a billionaire.
Let me finish. If all of you out there, Tessie, I'm saying that all of you out there can become Warren Buffett on two things. If you set aside a sum of money like 100,000 US, and if you can wait for 2 years, we will prove to you that you can be like Warren Buffett. Are you listening, Tessie? That's what I'm saying.
How much money are we talking? How much?
We are talking 100,000 US minimum, and the waiting period is 24 months. Can you do that? If you can do that, I can show you how you can feel like a Warren Buffett. We have done that for our Our private clients are like Warren Buffett. We buy when the market crashes, we buy when the market collapses 5%, and we wait for 2 years and we make handsome profits.
How do we contact you, Ashwin?
Yeah, my email is ashwin@ppchk.net. Our our WhatsApp link is bit.ly/algotrader. Telegram is bit.ly/algofactory. And our YouTube channel is bit.ly/algowealth. So, like I said again, Jesse, what I'm trying to say here is that do not put Warren Buffett on a pedestal. When you have financial intelligence, superior financial intelligence, when you can wait 24 months, when you understand your risk versus your reward, when you do not do scalping, and when you set up this money and say 100,000 is for trading, and please hold my hand, we will show you how to be like a Warren Buffett, and that is not.
So like a Warren Buffett means, calm and all-knowing,
yes,
and sure-footed. That's what you mean.
For example,
and his yields are possibly not higher than yours.
2 weeks ago, the market was dropping. We were sitting there smiling, buying all the tech stocks. In the last 10 days, the tech stocks have all gone up 20-25%. Aren't we like Warren Buffett? When market is panicking, we are buying. When market goes up for 10 days, we make 20%.
And this dark pool enables us to know what the big boys like Warren Buffett are doing.
Correct. Look at Apple. We bought Apple at $105 a share, the CFD only at $10.50. Today, Apple is at $148 per share. Aren't we like Warren Buffett? We are. But people have to understand, they use big names, Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio. What are they doing? They are buying the same things that you are buying, except that they have more money than you. So how do you get more money? You get more money by trading intelligently, not by scalping. I tell you one thing from everyone out there. You will never make money scalping. Don't fool yourself. Never.
Okay, I'm so glad that, it doesn't take a lot to make money. No. And the entry point is affordable.
For us to give you a taste of Warren Buffett, experience, all it takes is 100,000 US dollars, and all it takes is a fee of 5,000 US dollars for us, and we will do all the work. You sit down there and relax.
Thank you so much.
I
want to share this message with my friends, if that's okay, Ashwin.
Of course.
Okay, we'll be in touch soon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.